Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Welcome to Sunday morning. On a Sunday morning, we always share a quiet space together. Are you ready for a quiet meditation? Stefan, good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Our teacher for this week is Brach, and today is the last introduction, last intro from Brach into our daily meditation. Serene, good morning. Happy Sunday. Linda, good morning. Sunwitty, good morning. Awesome having you all here. Let's get into it. Today's message starts like this. Have you had moments of feeling utterly lost? Like the world around you was crumbling? In today's message, Brach shares a profound truth that she had come to understand during her own life's biggest upset. In the midst of life's storms, our truest refuge lies within ourselves. The first thought from Brach says, I decided to write True Refuge during a major dive in my own health. Diagnosed with a genetic disease that affected my mobility, I faced tremendous fear and grief about losing the fitness and physical freedom that I loved. Anthony, good morning. Good to see you, man. During a period of her life in which it felt as though everything was going wrong, Tara discovered that in an ever-changing and uncertain world, the unshakable power of our own self-acceptance is the truest refuge that we have. She says, the great gift of a spiritual path is coming to trust that you can find a way to true refuge. You realize that you can start right where you are, in the midst of your life, and find peace in any circumstance. Hey, Craig, a very good morning to you. It's good to see you, man. Even at those moments when the ground shakes terribly beneath you, when there's a loss that will alter your life forever, you can still trust that you will find your way home. This is possible because you've touched the timeless love and awareness that are intrinsic to who you are. Last thought by Brach says, you have a unique body and mind with a particular history and conditioning. No one from the outside can offer you a formula for navigating all situations and all states of mind. Only by listening inwardly in a fresh and open way will you discern at any given time what most serves your healing and freedom. When we each find ourselves able to be gentle with the human being that we are, giving ourselves space to grow instead of forcing ourselves to grow at gunpoint, then we very naturally extend that space to the humans around us too. Today's meditation, of course, is a quiet one. So if you're ready for a quiet meditation, the idea is that we put to practice what we just read from Brach's book, that our true refuge is to be found within us, not because we isolate and hide from the rest of the world, but because our connection to everything and anyone lies in finding acceptance within ourselves first. So as we spend a little time in silence together, put your focus inward, put your focus on that inner connection. Let me leave a thought with you as a question. How good is your connection to you? Because your connection to you is your connection to what is in you. What is in you is something bigger, something more. Should we call it a soul? Your connection to your soul is your connection to everything else. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Your only job right now is with every exhale to lead your body to a deeper level of softness than the one before. You will notice thoughts come up into your mind, thoughts that you didn't intend thinking. It's just what a brain does. It produces thoughts like our sweat glands produce perspiration. Your job is to try and not jump onto the backs of these thoughts and ride them like wild horses. But to remember that while you're watching wild horses, you could remain sitting on the fence and just seeing them run. You don't have to get onto the backs of any of them, which is true for our thoughts too. Watch them come and also go. And whenever you realize you have jumped onto the back of one of these wild horses, simply return to your breathing. Consciously take your next big breath, and as you exhale, feel your body slowly soften. As you focus on your breathing, you slowly untie yourself from the thoughts again. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. You can use the last few breaths of this phase to help your body stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. You can roll out your neck muscles, roll out your shoulders, stretch sideways into your back muscles, and help this body settle down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to do that, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. The message this morning from Brach is about self-acceptance. And it starts with our thoughts. As we started this meditation, can you allow thoughts to flow in and flow out? More specifically, as you observe these thoughts that this human brain comes up with, are you able to not judge any of these thoughts as bad or wrong or ridiculous or silly? Can you just accept the human whose brain thinks up these thoughts? That's where it starts. Can I become aware of the thoughts flowing in and out and accept the human whose brain is thinking up all these weird thoughts? It doesn't take us too long before we find more and more acceptance for this human. And that is the point. Can you look at this human without judgment? Can you look at this human without criticism? Can you feel in your heart that this human really is just trying? Between your breath holds, you can take as many easy breaths as you need. And then return to your breath hold again as soon as you can. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time from Brach's work this morning. She said, I decided to write True Refuge during a major dive in my own health. Diagnosed with a genetic disease that affected my mobility, I faced tremendous fear and grief about losing the fitness and physical freedom that I loved. She says, the greatest gift of a spiritual path is coming to trust that you can find a way to true refuge. You realize that you can start right where you are, in the midst of your life, and find peace in any circumstance. Even at those moments when the ground shakes terribly beneath you, when there is a loss that'll alter your life forever, you can still trust that you will find your way home. This is possible because you have touched the timeless love and awareness that are intrinsic to who you are. You have a unique body and mind with a particular history and conditioning. No one from the outside can offer you a formula for navigating all situations and all states of mind. Only by listening inwardly in a fresh and open way will you discern at any given time what most serves your healing and freedom. I love that last thought particularly. There is value in finding guidance from really good teachers. Especially if someone can help us see how to take steps that we never knew how to take before. But ultimately, no one from the outside can give any of us a recipe that fits all situations and all experiences. The more we do our inner work, the clearer the presence of our own soul, our own divinity becomes. And ultimately, that is the only true guidance we can have. is finding that we can turn inwards. And even in the middle of the greatest storm, find that our refuge really is within. And again, this is not to hide from the world, but what do we get to know if we really dive inside? We get to know the divine that lives within us. And that is also our connection to everything else around us. We'll take the last 5 breaths of gratitude together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for being able to share this moment of silence. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to find a deep, deep connection in stillness. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to look at this human being that I am without any judgment, with no criticism, but complete acceptance. Take a deep breath in. Even so, thank you for recognizing where there is room to grow, because there always is room to grow. We can approach growth from a place of judgment and criticism, or we can also approach growth from a place of absolute love. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your silence with us. Anami, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. Stephen, a very good morning to you, man. Awesome seeing you. Antoinette, very good morning. Happy Sunday to you. Annalie, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to you too. And thank you to Anthony and Stefan and Sunmary and Linda and Serene and whoever else might still be in the background. So much love to each and every one of you. I hope you feel your connection to you today. And through that connection, the stronger that connection becomes, the more obvious our connection to everyone else is. Have a beautiful Sunday. If you're ready to jump into the week tomorrow, we'll be right here. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.